Hey, what's up, y'all? It's popping this G. Boss react to this vid by Black T Blog. This is Lil Kim is Team LATTO, and Da Brat defends Nicki. Okay, the girls are continuing to fight, so we're gonna see what's happening. And HitKidd speaks on Cardi and Saweetie drama. What? They got drama? Okay, we're gonna see what's going on. Oh, this reminds me. Somebody just DM'd me on Instagram, and they were asking me if this is my real Twitter. I'm not on Twitter, by the way, at all, but when they sent the screenshot, I saw that Black T Blog is following this fake page. And I was like, hey, girl. So I started following her on Instagram. But this is not me. Whoever this is, they're keeping up this account well. Which I appreciate, I guess. They posted my fucking YouTube links and whatnot, but this is not me. I am not on Twitter at all, so if you follow this page, you're following a fake page. This ain't me. But shout out to Black T Blog. You know, she's pretty cool. She seems to be a cool T page. I like her. Anyway, yeah, let's see what's happening with this vid. Let's watch.
What's good, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Ebony. Alright, you guys, there are several topics I do want to discuss in this video. The first topic being none other than the rapper and producer HitKidd coming out to air out Glorilla and to also put out there that her new label is trying to take him to court over a song he created. Talk about a mess. He also clears up the fact that Cardi B allegedly did not say that Saweetie needed to be removed because of Offset. So let's get into it. So you guys know that HitKidd is a producer. He is the creator and mastermind behind the song FNF. Now he is basically saying that when he put, Glorilla on the song, he warned her ahead of time that this song was going to blow up. And he also warned her that labels are going to be coming for her. So to make sure that she understood that this song is still going to be solely copyrighted to him and her. However, you guys know that once you sign to a label, especially once you sign a 360, the label tries to take ownership of any content you have actually put out before you get signed because they want to keep making money. Talk about a mess. Now, after this happened, HitKidd actually found out that they were trying to take the song away from him. So he did take to Twitter to air out what was going on behind the scenes. And when he aired this out, he actually let us see a little bit of tea and actually contradicted any belief that Cardi B asked for Saweetie to be removed due to her being with Offset allegedly. So HitKidd started with this. I did my best to protect you and the girls. This is only a portion of what I've been through. I'm bringing this to light before the word gets out like I'm a bad guy.
Because they be writing whole essays
on my business and my morals. I
on
told
Twitter.
You
it's like,
and your
bro,
manager every day that we was in LA with Saweetie, that the labels were going to try to sign you because of FNF. So watch out. I also told you to let me know when the labels reach out so we can be on the same page, but you still went and signed my song without telling me. So basically these folks are trying to take me to court over FNF because they want to own the song, but they want to own the song to put it on this EP, which both parties knew. So tell me how you're going to put FNF in your contract without telling me. And Jen from 300 Entertainment lame for telling her boss.
Why do they get on Twitter and start?
Somebody says it's only a matter of time. 9 times out of 10, I bet she used in-house attorneys. He said,
how the hell you know, Ricardo?
Not to use any lawyers from the label, but they still did. A person says, is it true that Saweetie was removed from the FNF remix per Cardi B's request? He said, nah, only paperwork issues. Offset called me to get Cardi B on the remix. After we couldn't get Saweetie on the remix finalized, I'm about to be one of the greatest creatives ever to come out of Memphis.
Oh, okay. I'm telling him if I sign y'all, I want him to come with me. I'm telling that the whole time. And then another thing he kept saying, I can't remember exactly what it was about, but he ended up saying, if they want to, they're going to have to pay me. I forgot exactly what amount he said. He just said between $100K or $500K. They're going to have to pay me for this song. He got the same thing after he kept saying labels calling me. So I'm like, he on some what? So he's saying I use CMG lawyers. My lawyer is not a CMG lawyer. He was trying to get me to use his lawyer though. He was like, use my lawyer, use my lawyer. No, I'm not using your lawyer, man, because I'm not using your lawyer. I use another lawyer, and he not CMG lawyer. Wrote that box. He just said, say it again at the end. That's the problem. He want everything I do. Yeah. He want to make it like he created me, and that's not what it is. He, like I said, you could have gave that beat to anybody. Nobody was going to make FNF but me. I was the only person that was going to make FNF. So stop acting like you discovered me. I gave HitKidd credit on most, but okay, tell.
That's facts. I agree with that. It's not the production that made it a great song. It's her and her lyrics and her voice and all of that. So him trying to take credit is a little odd, but I don't know all the details here.
He's a great producer. He just do. And I was getting mad like I sort of got crap. Okay, I'm like, you talk about how people deals, and you trying to do me the same way.
Nothing to do.
Like, we was cool before Audi, and now you, like, this money, and you turn on me like you not trying to give me no percentage of the song. They lying on here like they trying to do 50-50, and they
All right,
not.
so I go to court. What we gonna do?
It was crazy. Like, I never bought in there.
So look, you guys, what is my thought about this? Well, HitKidd did get online to basically voice his frustrations. Do I think that he has a good point? Absolutely. But I also think that that is the nature of the game. As soon as Glorilla signed that 360, she pretty much signed over the rights to a lot of the stuff that she worked on before she was in her deal. And a lot of times, rappers and producers who aren't big enough to defend themselves, especially legally, okay, do get pushed out to the sidelines, and a lot of their work does get taken from them because they don't have the means to fight it. So I also think that another side of this is that he could have maybe aired this out privately with Glorilla. It did make him seem like he was out here looking for some support, right? But I think that the most important thing about this is that at the end of the day, once Glorilla signed that contract, even if it is made by you, done by you, blood, sweat, and tears, that label now owns that, and they're not going to stop at anything not to get that away from you, because they want to make sure that they're recouping everything they put into Glorilla because she's in a 360. So this is so unfortunate. Much love to, HitKidd, and I do feel bad for him, but I also appreciate the fact that he cleared up that situation with Cardi B by saying, look, Cardi B did not ask for Saweetie to be removed, okay? It was a paperwork issue. But I also find it interesting that Offset is calling people asking for Cardi B to be on songs. I mean, what? What? Like, is that what? I've never heard of a husband calling people to be on their songs. But, it's a music industry, so maybe that's the way it works. I don't know. All right, you guys, the next topic is none other than people accusing Jason Lee of stealing from Kanye West. Now, you guys know that Jason Lee did have some closeness to Kanye over the last couple of months. We saw them pictured outside of a brunch where Jason Lee did do an interview with Kanye, and he actually came out to say that he would be running the Kanye media portion of Kanye's business. Well, it does seem that Jason Lee has now been fired, allegedly, and people believe that he could have stole from Kanye West due to a Drink Champs interview where Kanye West said people were walking in with too much Balenciaga. Check this out.
Because is it true that Jason Media was running Ye Media and now he's not? Is that true?
Yeah, he's not running it. He's not running it. I just felt like people just walking in with too much Balenciaga. If you know what I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like they just out here like flexing, you know what I'm saying? They just flexing like, you know what I mean? And I don't like somebody saying, well, I'm gonna be the voice of Ye. Ye the only voice of Ye. Ye the only manager of Ye. I look at every single bill I pay. I only pay bills on a Friday, and I look at every one by one. Like, I was thinking getting to be a billionaire would take me out of having to do work. Now, one of my biggest jobs is keeping my money, because there's a lot of people that's on a full-time job to take my money. Right. And I've literally lost hundreds of millions of dollars by not looking close enough.
Child. So Kanye said he has to protect his money. Now look, Kanye didn't come out and say that Jason Lee stole, but the implication is there allegedly. He literally said people was walking in with too much Balenciaga. He also says nobody speaks for him, and he also says that even though he has to protect himself, he also has to protect his money. And he said, people was walking in with too much Balenciaga. He likes to see how much each person is paid. So any reasonable person would wonder if Jason Lee was maybe getting paid more than Kanye would have liked, right? I mean, walking in with too much Balenciaga cost. Oh my God, this is a hot mess. Jason Lee, did you steal from Kanye? I just want to know. Like, all jokes aside, Jason Lee, was you stealing from Kanye? It's a question. Like, I'm not even going to say it's true or not, because this entire conversation that Kanye West had with Drink Champs can be taken either way. But it does seem like Kanye is trying to say you was taking more than you were supposed to get, because you was walking in flexing off of his dime, allegedly. Goodbye to my yikes. Not a thief, allegedly. Yeah. How do you take from Kanye West? Jason, what is going on with Jason Lee? Jason Lee is also out here fighting with another YouTube content creator. Jason Lee is doing the most these days. Like, Jason, all we want to know is if you stole from Kanye, baby. That's all we want to know, okay? All jokes aside. Now, you guys, the final topic in this video is none other than Lil' Kim jumping under Latto's comments to show Latto some love amidst her beef with Nicki Minaj. Now, you guys know that Lil' Kim and Nicki Minaj obviously have not repaired their beef yet, and Latto and Nicki Minaj did get into a very heated argument on Twitter.
I personally think it's corny, though, when certain rappers or singers, whoever, will side with who their op is currently beefing with. Just because that's your op and you want to be against them. Because it's like, okay, have you ever been in support of Latto before? but now you want to voice up and speak up for her. Like, she been getting dragged left and right for all type of different shit, and you ain't never said nothing. It's been crickets. But now in this particular situation, because it's involving Nicki Minaj, you want to try to speak up and be in support of her. I just think that's whack. But all right.
Not even 24 hours after this, Lil' Kim wanted to jump into Latto's comments to show her some love. She said, "My boo looks so fire."
Girl, if you never have said this before, it's just corny. It's so corny. Okay, I could turn this playback speed actually back to normal.
Now, when she did this, people started calling Lil' Kim bitter. I actually went through some of Latto's posts. I never saw Latto or Kim showing this much love to each other. And, I wanted your guys' thought on this. So for her to do it, it just seems so, calculated and strategic. And who knows? Maybe they talk behind the scenes. We don't know. I guess we have to find out and see. The people on social media were not here for it. Now, before we wrap up this video, you guys, I also want to take a second to mention the fact that Da Brat actually spoke out in defense of Nicki Minaj and this whole Grammy debacle. You guys know that Nicki Minaj spoke out that she felt that because Super Freaky Girl was moved to the pop category, that so should Big Energy Latto song, because they're similar and they're also pretty much pop records. Now, Da Brat actually sat out and she did speak on what Nicki Minaj had to say. Check this out.
Because it's not a pop record. She rapped on the whole song.
She's right. She has a point.
So, it could be something going on with the Grammys. The Grammys don't always do
I don't think
right.
either of them are pop songs, really. They're both rap fucking songs. Just a different, melodic type rap. But they're both rap songs.
So, there's really no telling what is going on. But I just hate the beef. I
rap,
wish we could fix it.
So, as you guys heard, she even said it herself. Nicki Minaj rapped on the entire track. So, why is this in a pop category? And it is good to see other female rappers rally behind Nicki Minaj, because a lot of the men are still very quiet. They haven't said anything in support of Nicki, really. And I think that's what's missing. A lot of times, our black women who hold these high statuses are left out to dry when they talk about things that are affecting them in their line of work. And so to see Da Brat come out and support Nicki Minaj, I thought that was awesome. And I want to hear from you guys down below.
Honestly, I think the men want to stay out of it because they just this is petty as fuck, and we minding our business. Because when Drake spoke about the Grammys, about Hotline Bling, did a lot of people come up and speak out in his defense? I don't recall. Maybe they did. I'm not sure. But I feel like a lot of the time people will feel like, A, when the women are beefing, it's like, this is petty, this is stupid, and we don't want to get involved. And also, B, when it's only affecting them, they don't really want to say nothing because it's like every man for himself type energy. Like, oh, that's you. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I feel like it's a very selfish, cutthroat industry. So, kind of makes sense. But yeah, I do think Lil' Kim coming out of the woodworks to support Latto, and all of a sudden that's her boo. It's just odd because it's like, girl, you ain't never did this before. Interesting timing. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all thought, though. Let me know what other videos you want me to watch, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye!